Gina Carano provides a brief but important update to her ongoing legal court case with the Walt Disney Company. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Airy. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the little bell if you're watching on YouTube. And of course, if you're on YouTube, consider becoming a channel member. Okay, so as you know, I have been a big supporter of Gina Carano ever since she was fired from her role as Cara Dune in Star Wars The Mandalorian, part of the Disney Star Wars series, which they continue to ruin, especially with how The Acolyte is turning out. More on that in a separate video. Now, Gina Carano is suing Disney over the firing with funding from Elon Musk, who of course is the owner of Tesla and the owner of Twitter X. And she gave a very brief update on the case. So I just wanted to read it from you, or read it to you from Gina Carano's own social media, so that way you get the full picture. She writes, and today I am here in Los Angeles, headed to court in a few hours to see if the judge approves or denies the motion to dismiss my case that Disney Lucasfilm filed in response to my complaint. My hope is that this judge allows me to proceed in presenting my case and denies dismissal. My lawyers and I believe deeply that it should move forward. This is my first experience with the judicial system up close and personal, a world I've only ever seen on TV and the news. I'm truly fascinated by this whole process. It feels surreal. Thank you all for your positivity, thoughts, and prayers, and thanks to Elon Musk X for the opportunity to be here. Humbled and grateful. God's will be done. I'll let you know how it goes. So, for those of you who don't know, like I said, she's suing Disney for basically discrimination in her firing, for viewpoint discrimination. Disney filed a motion to dismiss, saying that, ironically enough, they had a First Amendment right to end her employment, which I think is hilarious because they've done everything in their power to shut down people's free speech, calling fans bigots and istophobes, having the stars attack the fans, having Harvey Weinstein's assistant Leslie Headland attack the fans, having Kathleen Kennedy attack the fans, all in the name of protecting their brand. So where's that commitment to free speech? Of course, they fired Gina Carano for sharing memes and making fun of the whole pronoun thing, which should be made fun of, by the way. But anyway, she continues on with a follow-up post some hours later. In the beautiful halls of the federal court in Los Angeles, I was quite amazed at its splendor. I half expected to see Tom Cruise come sailing down the center like the Mission Impossible movies. Having just left court, the judge said she would issue a ruling in the near future. This case is important beyond just me. Disney should not have carte blanche authority to fire any actor just because Disney disagrees with something they say outside of work. No actor would be free to have a voice if that were true. I look forward to this case moving forward and proving Disney's blatant discriminatory actions. Again, thank you for the support always. Love, Gina. So, like I said, I hope that this judge has some common sense and moves this case forward. Disney does not get to fire people based on their viewpoint and then turn around and cry First Amendment at that. It's absolutely preposterous, silly, ridiculous, dumb, and hypocritical. Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, who was a coward during this time. I know everyone's trying to look back fondly. Oh, if only Bob Chapek had stayed on. Bob Chapek was a coward. He let the woke continue their takeover under him. Everyone's like, oh, he was trying to clean house. He made one attempt and then his spine got broken. So no, I don't care what about the rewriting of history. It was under his watch that Gina Carano was fired. It wasn't Bob Iger who was in charge at the time. So don't get me started on that. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube who want to look back fondly on the Chapek years. No, Chapek was not as bad as Iger, but let's not pretend that he was going to save all of our favorite franchises. All of a bunch of projects were greenlit under him and released under him that were absolutely silly. So no, I'm not going to rewrite history. And I do hope that the justice system sees this for this is. It's an attempt to obfuscate and also give Hollywood a license to just fire people just because. Now, normally what they do is they just sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? They just don't return your phone calls, but just to fire someone unceremoniously, absolutely hypocritical and evil, quite frankly, of Disney. If you like that video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it out to all your friends, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and of course, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video, and consider become a channel member where you get all kinds of perks, including a members first look exclusive video. I let my members see it before it goes out to everyone else. I do that once a week, so keep an eye out for that, plus a ton of other perks. Not to mention I'll be doing more live streams very soon. Now, if you're like, hey, I don't want to support you on big tech, I'm watching on Rumble, Odyssey, or BitChute, no worries, I got you. Just click on the link to my locals community. It's in the description. You can support indie creators like myself there by giving us tips for our articles. And I also have exclusive things as well, as including original short stories. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on StudioJake. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die